everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. Today we are going to be unboxing the Precuts Classic Quilt Box. Now, as most of you know, I get these boxes free for review on my channel. Don't think I got the December box, but this is the January box, and I know it's almost the end of February, but they did send out an email saying that they were waiting on a specific product. I guess the shipping was taking longer or whatever, and so they didn't want to send out their box without it, and so they let you know that it would be coming late. So this is the January 2020 box. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, each box comes with a little info card. This tells you everything that's in your box, the retail value for your box, information on the pattern and all of that, and then some information on the designer who did it. They also encourage you to share your boxes online using hashtag Precuts Quilt Shop or Precuts Quilt Box, and you can be entered to win a free box. They will be celebrating their 1-year anniversary in the next month's box, so that is something to look forward to. And they did a personal shout out to myself, Yvette Nielsen, and Mr. Domestic for opening their boxes on YouTube for him, so that was kind of nice. So thank you and you're welcome. They are also instituting something new called giveaways. So each box will have a little scratch card in it, which will reveal some surprises and also reveal maybe a few things coming up and what you can expect in your new boxes. So that's kind of fun. This month's box looks like it was curated by Deb Strain, a designer for Moda Fabrics. And it has a little bit of an info card on the back for her as well, telling all about her kind of history, her lifelong passion for painting and drawing and designing her fabric by hand, which is really cool. So I'm kind of excited to see the fabric in this month's box, and then just a few other little tidbits of information on her. So definitely keep this handy. And let's just dig right in the box. So one of the things you might have noticed is the box is a little bit of a different size when I held it up earlier, and that is because it is containing some larger items. Now, I'm not sure which items they were waiting on, but it does have a full pad of these cake mix recipe cards from Moda. And if you've never had these before, as you can see, it has recipe cards for 4 different style blocks in there. And what they look like are these sheets of paper, and it tells you where to sew. So you actually cut out this paper, place it onto your fabric, and then you sew on the lines where indicated, and then cut on the lines where indicated, and then you tear your paper off of the back, and you have a perfectly pieced block. Each cake mix contains 44 recipe cards, and they are to be used with 2 10 by 10 inch squares, and then of course it will yield these different styles of blocks for you. So that is in there, and this cake mix recipe assortment of papers retails for $12. The next thing in my box is this Olfa 45mm rotary blade, circular rotary replacement blade for the Olfa popular cutters. This retails for $9.54, and this is their regular rotary blade. They also, there's one in here, they also have an endurance blade. I've been using the endurance blades strictly lately, and they actually last for quite a while, so I'm pleasantly surprised. But Olfa Splash rotary trimmers are my all-time favorite rotary trimmers, so I always love getting these in boxes because they are kind of pricey, 10 bucks a pop, but I can always use more rotary blades. The next thing in our box is this Silk Finish 50 weight solid cotton thread. It's 164 yards in the Star Gold colorway, and this is a Metler thread. I think they must have a deal with Metler because they always put Metler threads in. It is a nice high quality brand of mercerized cotton, so it does have a little bit of a sheen on it, and they also have high breaking resistance and color fastness, and this retails for $3.65. All right, the next thing in here is this beehive quilt pattern. This retails for $12, and this is an exclusive pattern for the Precuts quilt box. It's an on-point quilt layout pattern, size, it looks like 65.5-ish by 65.5. 65.64, that is precise, by 65.64 inches. So there you go. Gosh, that's a lot of little pieces. It does have some requirements on the back. It requires a layer cake, a solid layer cake, or 2.5 yards of fabric cut for your solid background on it. And then let's look inside. It is a nice color pattern on the inside. I always like that kind of layout. Definitely is a lot of little pieces. One thing that's kind of cool is they give you the blocks that come with your cake mix recipe cards that I just showed, and then some sample different layouts that you can do as well. So if you don't like this particular one, you have a couple of options in here, which is really nice. And then it actually has a little design wall here on the back where you can kind of draw out your own if you want to try and do something a little bit different than what's in here. But I think that's really cool because it gives you the layer cake recipe cards to play with, and then it kind of tells you how to do it. It gives you some suggestions, and you can kind of make up your own. So that's really nice. Now, one thing I will say is this is a lot of little squares, and if you are a brand new beginner, I can see how this might be a little bit more intimidating for you. I don't think I would try this right off the bat. I did look at the pattern itself, and it's nothing crazy. Like, there's no Y seams or anything weird, even though it sort of looks like it in the picture. Everything is straight sewn squares and diagonal lines, so you could definitely do it. It just looks like it might be a lot of pieces for a beginner, in my opinion. But otherwise, it's a really beautiful quilt pattern. Definitely a lot going on there. Looks super complicated, but not quite as complicated as it looks. I do think it is still semi-beginner friendly, just a lot of pieces. So if you're ready to just kind of tackle a quilt, I would say go for it. I think you could definitely do it. Just be prepared to be having, you know, just a lot of pieces coming together. But it's super cool kind of quilt, and it is on point, which if you don't know, you actually kind of sew the quilt as a square, but then when you put them together, you turn those blocks on a diagonal like this, so it looks like you did something fancy, but really all of those are just nice straight seams. All right, and the last thing in our box here, I need to try and hold it up because they took the cardboard out of it, I'm assuming for shipping. So it's the Be Joyful layer cake, and you do get an entire layer cake. One of the things that I love about these pre-cut quilt boxes is that they do not skimp on their supplies. A lot of boxes you'll get like a sampling or like a mini something, you know, maybe like a mini jelly roll, but not a whole jelly roll, things like that. This guy always comes with full size products in it, which is really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of roll it up so I can hold it for you guys here a little bit easier. So here are all the different colors that kind of come in it. There you can kind of see the fabrics a little bit easier probably. And this layer cake is retailing for $40, which is pretty standard for layer cakes. Now, normally layer cakes come with a cardboard backing in them. They've obviously pulled that backing out so they can get it into this box. They are a pain to ship. I have sold some and shipped them myself before, and the cardboard just makes it really hard. So definitely cheaper for shipping for this. Personally, I'm not sure I will make the quilt that came with this one, but this fabric is really cool. I could definitely see myself doing something else with it. So there we go. I think you can kind of see the colors a little bit better there now. And this layer cake retails for $40. Again, it's the Be Joyful layer cake by Deb Strain. Super, super pretty. And then they always put the shipping on their box. That valued at $11.85 this month, which is a little bit higher. It's usually around $8 shipping for them. That puts their box value at $89.04. So that's everything that came in this month's box. $89 is a really good value for a box. I love that they're always putting full-size products in here. I think my favorite thing is definitely the fabric. This fabric bundle is super just, oh, it's absolutely beautiful. The colors are so nice. But I think the fabric, and then I always love getting rotary blades in here, and the thread are probably my top picks. I think overall I'm pretty happy with this box. The contents in it seem like really nice, high quality. I love that the pattern is full color. That's always really nice. And I think overall, in general, I have been really pleased with these boxes. If you're interested in getting one of these boxes, I will put the link and their website in the description box below. Make sure to click the show more link. There will be information there on how you can get these boxes, how much they cost. This is their classic box. I believe they still offer 2 other boxes. One is a fabric only box that is literally chock full of fabric each month, which is just absolutely amazing. If you're done kind of getting all the little notions, you sort of have enough of those and you just want to get into the good fabric stuff, that box would definitely be for you. They also, I believe, do a table runner box. It's been a little bit since I've checked on their website, so you'll want to go and see what they have to offer for sure. But again, this was the classic box, which always comes with a pattern, some fabric, and assortment of notions. So that's it for this month's box. Again, it was January Precuts Classic Quilt Box. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to thumbs up and subscribe. That way I know to keep making these fun videos for you. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.